Welcome, this is Loki, Episode 5, Journey into Mystery. My name is Michael, and my pronouns are he, him.
Disclaimer. Loki is rated TV-14 and may contain some flashing light sequences or patterns that may affect photosensitive viewers. There may be strong language and references to drugs, violence, or other graphic and suggestive themes. This is not a substitute for watching the actual show. There will be spoilers, as I'm assuming you've already watched the show.
When we last left Loki, he was waking up with about 4 Lokis standing above him. There was a boastful Loki, classic Loki, kid Loki, and what I'm gonna call Allokigator.
Michael tries to not laugh at his bad joke.
So let's get started! Reactions.
The older guy smacks Loki on the shoulder and they all run off as a dinosaur-like face forms in the black cloud, opening its glowing mouth wide.
Okay.
It's complicated.
Everything is.
That the timekeepers are transforming it into utopia.
Michael silently does air quotes around the word utopia.
I can help you if you trust me.
Why would she do that?
Sylvie glares at her with glassy eyes.
All I know is I got pruned, and I woke up here, and now I'm surrounded by variants of myself, plus an alligator, which I'm heartbroken to report I didn't even find all that strange.
He silently laughs.
You're telling me that thing's a Loki too?
Oh, yes.
Loki's eyes widen in disbelief.
Okay, fine. Willing to accept that.
That alligator eye.
A close shot of the eye moving.
The group sneaking across the dry terrain.
Thanos.
The view sinks underground past various objects, including lunch trays, Mjolnir, and a tiny Thor in a jar.
Hey! There's Frog Loki. Frog Thor.
Sylvie stands and touches the glowing end to her chest, and she disintegrates into a flurry of sparks.
A Kingdom Hearts moment.
Sora stabs his chest with the keyblade. He disintegrates into orbs of light.
So I'm gonna kill the shark. I'm gonna kill Eliath. And I could use all the help I could get.
So is the show gonna jump the shark now? Seatbelts, everyone!
Seatbelts, everyone!
Why the hell is there an alligator in here?
He's a Loki!
The alligator charges and clamps onto the leader's hand. He rips the reptile off of him, then finds his hand gone. The alligator smacks its jaws as the group of variants attacks each other.
But that was a very Peter Pan moment. Or I guess a Lucille Buster Bluth moment.
Lucille! Watch out for Lucille!
And then a seal bites off his hand.
Elsewhere, lightning flashes inside the dark cloud, revealed to be reflected in the car's rearview mirror.
That's a
All
neat
that
shot.
time, I really believed we were the good guys.
Annihilating entire realities, orphaning little girls. Classic hero stuff.
Heroes don't torture people.
How do we do that?
And turn around.
Turn around. Do 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 do.
And while he's busy with that, we can sneak around the back and
It's a giant cloud creature. Does it even have a back?
and us as an alligator. It's best not to question it.
Maybe we could figure it out
Together.
together.
You're gonna need this on your journey.
Oz. I feel like a lot of Loki reminds me of the Wizard of Oz or other variants from the scene in episode 3 when they're on the train with the deep purples and the green color, to the person behind the curtain reference,
What happened to finding the man behind the curtain?
to the summoning of the Asgardian palace.
The older variant stands in the distance, his hands aglow with green magic as he conjures a projection of the kingdom of Asgard.
Michael's mouth hangs open as he mouths loud.
It kind of looks like the Emerald City.
There's Emerald City! Oh, we're almost there at last!
And the smoke creature reminds me a little bit of the tornado, I think mostly from the Tin Man.
Meanwhile, Eliath rolls across the plain and a forceful gale blows back Sylvie's and Loki's hair as they approach.
We need to go, DG!
Plumes of smoke grow from Eliath and touch the ground like arms as the cloud takes the shape of a massive bear.
Lions and tigers and bears! Oh my!
A bear. Music. I love how the music changed my perception of the end credits. The music kind of felt like it was a slower pace, so it made the credits feel a little bit slower and longer.
A file opens, revealing a black and white photo of Loki. Above a cutesy cartoon, words read, "Hunters and analysts working in tandem." A pair of hands works at a typewriter. Documents, diagrams, and equations cover a bulletin board.
Which I liked. And then when it gets to the scene where the hands on the clock split,
Mosaic tiles form a clock, and a light glows on an electronic collar. The second hand on a clock ticks forward before several more hands fan out around it, moving in both directions.
the music changed to like a ticking sound. So I thought that was a pretty neat addition to how the soundtrack works to affect our mood and perception. Game. So now here are all the parts for the game that I noticed.
Loki mentions he is a god.
The god of outcasts. The god of outcasts.
I've counted 2 things.
Loki does his arms out pose.
Of outcasts.
The help I could get.
What did you expect? My army, my throne.
I've counted 4 things.
Miss Minutes appears or explains something.
What about the Void spacecraft?
Operating her tempad, she activates Miss Minutes, who walks through the air alongside her.
Hey, y'all.
I've counted 2 things.
The end of the credits are different.
A flyer hangs in an open locker, and several file photos show the various Loki variants.
I've counted 2 things. So those were other things that I noticed. Did I miss anything? Leave a comment below on what your totals were. So we'll see how the series wraps up in episode 6. God, I can't believe we're already on episode 6. The finale.
He stares off contemplatively.
I feel like there needs to be like at least 2 more episodes. But I will see you next week.